Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. I wanted to crank this video out today because I woke up today with some pretty sad news. As most of you know today, Robinhood completely crashed and users were left hanging dry, couldn't trade for most, if not the entire day. Now, full disclosure, I did have some things that I was holding on to and I was waiting, ready to sell depending on what was going on the market Monday morning. But when I woke up, nothing in the app was updating and I was completely locked out of my account. Now, before I jump into this, I will say that this video is mainly aimed at those daily traders or those with a lot invested in put, call, other options and needed to move really quickly after what happened last week. To most investors, if you're just saving up for retirement, the best strategy, as a lot of people have said, is to just invest consistently and you should experience a solid yield over the long run, 30 to 40 years. But following the week that wiped out $3.6 trillion off the stock market, a lot of people were eager to take advantage of either further dips this week or rebound in the market. And I just think it's completely unacceptable that an online brokerage trading platform such as Robinhood can have a system-wide outage for a whole day with very little communication, especially on their part. No email notices were sent out to users, no notifications. I mainly had to rely on Reddit and Twitter to see what was going on, what other users were experiencing throughout the day. System glitches and failures do happen from time to time. I know Vanguard had some glitches and users experienced around a 90-minute disruption last year. Robinhood has also had other issues and outages in the past, but nothing like this. A full day without trading, especially as it happens on the day that the Dow had its single largest gain, and also Robinhood's own plans to IPO. This just does not look good for any company whatsoever. I'm sure a lot of people were all waiting to see what would happen on Monday and buy and sell accordingly. Now, I was digging around online and did find, interestingly enough, that Robinhood had published a business continuity plan. I'll link it down in the description for you to read, but the language is pretty general, and obviously whatever caused the crash could not be fixed by the plan. They did not have the proper backups in place for whatever happened. The weird thing is that a bunch of my orders, which I had placed the weekend before market open on Monday, were processed and executed sometime in the afternoon. And as of the time and price of when market opened on Monday, I know this could have helped out some people, or on the other hand, it could have completely screwed others over just because, depending on the market factors, some people were desperately trying to cancel their orders to get out while they were ahead, but they couldn't. Those orders were placed anyways. This could be due to the fact that Robinhood uses a separate clearing firm whose systems were not impacted, so these trades could have been processed on the back end. But since Robinhood, the platform itself was down, people just didn't have a chance. They couldn't get it updated to show you exactly what had happened. I just wish that Robinhood would have been more upfront and more transparent to what exactly they were doing throughout the day to let the users know transactions they had placed would be executed or if they would be canceled, because clearly they probably knew they had the capabilities and just didn't let anyone know. They posted very vague updates throughout the day, and the status on their own website didn't tell you much, and no notifications were sent through the app where everybody had their eyes on. So no one knew what exactly was going on. Now this brings me to the point of the video. If you're a heavy day trader or just have a lot of short-term buying and selling, I definitely look into having a backup brokerage account just in case of an outage. This is something that occurred to me as I was scrambling to figure out how much I had lost and if I could do anything to help rectify the situation. Not necessarily the best idea. I know you don't want to let emotions control you in these situations, especially when you're investing. But just to have another brokerage account, I'm trying to sell positions or trade stocks. This could help me kind of hedge. If I know that's going way down, if I want to hedge those bets in another account, I can if I do want the option. So as I was looking for alternatives, first thing that came up to mind, Webull. Also have other accounts, other brokerages. Of course, you can select from Vanguard, TD, Fidelity. There's a whole variety online. By signing up for an account in Webull, I've been looking at it for a while now. Thought this was probably the best chance I would have. And when you signing up, I was told it may take a couple days for your account to get verified. It took me a couple hours, which is good. But getting in a deposit could take a couple days as well. My account was cleared by early afternoon, so I was ready to trade on there. But if this was something you wanted to do, take that into account. Even if you're not using these accounts, maybe just setting it up so that you don't have to wait a couple hours, half day, full day to get your money in, to get up and running. Just in case if Robinhood's down for more than a day, if something really major happens and you still want to be able to hedge or get some other positions in while you can. This kind of also brings me to a comparison between the two. Let me know if you want to see a separate video highlighting the differences between Robinhood and Webull. I'm just going to go over a brief list of things that I found useful while doing some research today. Webull has most of the basic functions of Robinhood. You can trade stocks, options, other investments. But Webull, you can also open retirement accounts on Webull instead of just the standard investing accounts. And also I find that Webull has better research tools compared to the free, simple version of Robinhood. Now, I will say that Robinhood is very user-friendly and everything is really easy to read and understand. Most pages on the platform will guide you through the purchasing process, and some basic research show you what everything means for beginners. Webull and other more professional platforms will give you more grasp, more insights to things that you want to look out for in the market. Now, when I was looking up Webull, they also have a business continuity plan published on their website. I'll link that below as well. You can take a look at it. Webull's plan and Robinhood's are both pretty similar. They contain a lot of the similar language talking about things you can do if they're down, the various backup options they do have. Webull's is a little bit more detailed and specific, but there are no assurances that long-term outages can be prevented. They just want to have something to show you that we warned you, we have this plan, something happens, go figure. If you are interested in switching to Webull, link down below in the comments, link to get you started. But another perk is that they will reimburse any transfer fees if your account has more than $2,000 in it, up to $100. Robinhood does charge $75 to transfer accounts to another brokerage, so that could get you covered there. Now, I'll just leave off this video, conclude with a warning to everyone out there. This impact outage probably impacted most people who had a lot of money sitting in risky positions that they couldn't move on short notice right when the market opened on Monday. As I mentioned before, if you were investing in individual stocks or funds over the long term, a small outage like this, couple hours or couple days, probably would have been an inconvenience, but would not have affected your long-term investment strategy. Now, I'm not saying that this outrage is acceptable by any means. It's not. As an online brokerage, you definitely should make sure that I would call this a catastrophic whole day outage. Never happens. A lot of people lost a lot of money. I'm sure they're going to lose a lot of customers over this. But I just want everyone to think of when you're investing, to have a goal in mind and only invest in those highly speculative trades if you're comfortable losing that amount of money, because you never know what's going to happen either with the market or things that you cannot control. Even if you do have a great idea that the market's going to crash, some things could happen to prevent you from profiting off of that. After all, it is speculative, and especially today in such a volatile market, emotions can take over quickly, and the fear of missing out can cause you to make some risky decisions that you ordinarily would not have made. And one thing I do want to talk about placing bets, especially options trading, is that you do want to make sure you know what you're getting into before you do it. Even just going over the basics of what they are, what everything means, just so you can have an idea and an understanding of what you're actually buying. It's really easy to just say, buy SPY put, this global health crisis, markets are going to go down. They have to go down. Free money. But if you get in at the wrong time, you get out at the wrong time, you buy the wrong thing, you can still lose money even when the market's going up. Or if you're buying puts, other options, you can still lose money even if the market does go down in the long term. One website I've seen thrown around, optionsplaybook.com, is a great resource for really beginner info to kind of get you up to speed to what options are and some of the terminology used when trading options. So thanks so much for watching this video. I hope this offered some insights into the platform, trying to plan for these things. And I just really wanted to get this out because I know I was panicking pretty badly Monday morning. In the end, it wasn't too bad, but I know some people probably this could have helped or not so much. If you have any questions about setting up accounts using online platforms, let me know down in the comments below. Do want to say this is not investment advice, but if you liked the video, thought it was at least helpful, give us a like, stay subscribed for future videos. Thanks for watching. Peace.